What's going on? What's going on? Goodfellas Sports TV, capping off the day. One last video. I was going to get to this video earlier. I was going to make it to two separate videos. I chose to combine it. Talk about Showtime and, some people that reacted to the Wilder fight. Some brothers, man. We're going to get into detail about that. But, I'm not sure where I'm going to start out in this video, but let's start with Showtime's commentary. Now, I'm just talking Gosvick and the Stevenson fight and also the Fury and the Wilder fight. The rest of the fights on the Wilder Fury undercard I did not care about, okay? But I was disgusted. I was disgusted by the biased commentary from Showtime, okay? I was 100% disgusted by that. I thought I was listening to HBO. I mean, everything that Gosvick did versus Stevenson was glorified, okay? When Stevenson did something, it was critique, it was negativity, negative energy towards Adonis Stevenson, and it could be the changing of the guard to Showtime. Now that HBO was out, maybe now Showtime is going to try to recruit some of that European or white talent, okay? And that could be the case. Now, Paulo Malignaggi, I've been telling y'all this for this whole year, has switched ever since he's been employed by Sky. He's been total trash, okay? And not even just this biasness towards UK fighters, and that's fine, okay? Well, it's not fine. I don't really care for it, okay? I used to go watch Paulie speak about boxing on Showtime and enjoy the commentary on Showtime. I haven't been able to enjoy it all year. I haven't liked none of the commentary I heard from them. It's just, Steve Farhood is garbage as well, too. Al Bernstein is he alright, I'm not gonna shit on Al, he's okay. But Paulo Malignaggi, besides the biasness, talking about the same, speed the jab, he's redundant. He's real redundant, and I miss Antonio Tarver calling fights on Showtime. I said that from the beginning. And it was very biased this weekend. And biasness can sway the public's perception, and people accuse HBO for being biased and how Showtime is better, and that's a debate, okay? No longer is a debate because HBO is only going to put on fights here and there. They're not totally out of the boxing game, but Showtime was just terrible this weekend. And it just seems like now they're going to be trying to kind of change the guard now. And one of the things that could affect some of the fighters on Showtime now is the simple fact that Devin Haney may be getting a network deal. He said they was working on a network deal. And I seen the brother from Fred from Barbershop Conversation. Go subscribe to Barbershop Conversation, man. Good brother. He did an interview with Steven Espinoza. Espinoza pretty much dodged his question about potentially signing Wilder and some of the talent to network deals with Showtime. And he seemed really, really reluctant to do that. But he's somehow in talks with Devin Haney to sign a network deal. He's not going to sign Wilder, Errol Spence, Jared Hurt, or whatever the situation may be to a network deal. So be it, okay? If Devin Haney gets a network deal, I think a lot of the Premier Boxing Champions, top fighters, should be jealous and should be disgusted with Steven Espinoza to give a 19-year-old kid a deal, a pack. So basically, a lot of the Premier Boxing Champion fighters are basically off on the handshake mirror of my word and my balls is all I got. And at the end of the day, so be it, okay? So be it. But at the end of the day, they was clearly pushing the agenda for Gosvick and Tyson Fury this weekend, okay? They were clearly pushing the agenda to put them on a pedestal, and I know a lot of the brothers that was disgusted by that, and I was disgusted by listening to it, and I hadn't discussed it with nobody until, I went to sleep and woke up Sunday morning, okay? I didn't discuss it with anybody at that point. It was just on my mind. I chopped up 6 videos in a row, and I was going to enjoy football for the rest of the day, and I came back and did a few more videos where I had some time in. But I was disgusted, and it's just something that I just seen, other brothers talking about, and I thought it was just me. I said, maybe I was tripping, okay? But I wasn't tripping because it all started for the Gosvick and Stevenson fight. That was the fight I was looking forward to most of the night. And Raul Marquez, I think his name is, in the middle of that picture, top left-hand corner. It's terrible, man. He was terrible all night. You would think this dude was gonna wash Gosvick's draws and wash his ass after the fight, man. He was god pathetic that night. And the HBO commentary staff was pathetic as well, too. And at one point, it made me stop scoring my fight when I heard Floyd said he had 5-0, I think it was. And then Steve Farhood and Paul Malignaggi said, I think we could find, it may be one round you can give to Deontay Wilder. Okay, and I'm like, okay, I gave Wilder 2 rounds to that point in the first 5, okay? But, hey, that's just what it is, man. And maybe HBO now wants to recruit some of that European talent to come back over to their platform. Because 9 times out of 10, when you go to Top Rank, you're not coming to Top Rank and getting a belt and walking back across the street. No. You come to Top Rank and get a belt, they got options on you, or they're going to give you a lengthy contract with Top Rank, even if they have to overpay you your market value. And Showtime is trying to really operate in good faith with these fighters. And I'm going to tell you this, man. All you fighters out there, that's what Showtime do what's best for you and your family. Because at the end of the day, you know, they showing you right now that they don't really give a shit about you. They don't. You pretty much operating on a free agent deal. On a fight-by-fight deal. You operating. As soon as they done using you, they ain't gonna be there for you. Because it ain't no contract. The contract, having a contract with a network, I'm not talking about promotional contract. Having a contract with a network is a guarantee that they must pay you, period, for fighting on that network. Soon as you're not hot, soon as you Jared Hurd or Charlo, you lose to one of another, you know, then they're going to drop your money down. You don't have a guarantee like Terrence Crawford. That's a great thing about Terrence Crawford deal. He has a guarantee. Canelo Alvarez has somewhat of a guarantee in his contract. So all you fighters out here, you know, that's fighting for Showtime, do what's best for your family, what's best for you. And what's best for you is going to the Zone or going to ESPN and getting you a network contract or promotional contract where they got a guarantee for you. Do that, because Showtime right now is showing you that they don't operate in good faith. Okay? I'm telling you that. All that bias shit they doing now, before, when it was with Eddie Hearn, that was about to poach some of the fighters, it snatched some of the fighters up, it was operating in good faith. They would talk about you and say all these great things about you, and the commentary was beautiful about you. Now that Eddie Hearn is really not a threat no more, now it's all about, now they can badmouth you. There's no way that Deontay Wilder would come over to the UK and fight on BT Sports and they will big him up and praise him versus Joshua, or go to Sky, or versus Tyson Fury, or go to Sky and fight Joshua. No. I seen them in the Josh Tatum Postal fight, you know, basically, you know, dog posted on the scorecards, and I thought it was a close fight. And Postal didn't even have a shot when the scorecards was red. And their commentary is very, very biased towards their fighters as well, too. HBO's commentary is biased towards the house fighters as well, too. But now Showtime, all of a sudden, you know, they gobbling down Tyson Fury, they gobbling down Gosvick. That should tell you something. And I was very disgusted by the commentary. And I ain't saying that they should be biased towards the house fighter. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they, in my opinion, they should call it down the middle, okay? But obviously they was biased towards Gosvick and Tyson Fury that whole fight. Both of the fights, they was very, very biased towards them, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing, and now I can't listen to no boxing with the commentary on ESPN, when HBO have a fight every now and then, or Showtime. Now, to Ward and Floyd Mayweather, Floyd Sr., and all these other people out here, okay? You know, when you guys both had your close calls, right? Andre Ward, and obviously Andre Ward said that he felt that Deontay Wilder didn't want that work from Tyson Fury no more, okay? And Floyd apparently, what I'm understanding, bet on the fight and lost some money on the fight. He bet on Tyson Fury. Now, we know Floyd Mayweather wanted to fight on that December 1st day and take it away from Deontay Wilder. Al Heyman didn't let that happen, all right? So, and we know that the Mayweather boxing gym, they don't like Deontay Wilder, okay? They was all gobbling down AJ when he coming through, and they all know AJ was on some fuck shit, okay? And we know for a fact now that the $50 million deal for AJ to come over to America was real. But you know what? They're not gonna ridicule AJ. And what I'm tripping on is how both of these black men in general, in particular Andre Ward and Floyd Mayweather, both was ridiculed for a few of their fights. Okay? Andre Ward went through so much as a fighter when people saying that he lost to Kovalev in the first fight and he didn't want no more in the first fight. He came back and fought Kovalev, okay? all the time he had to fight against the establishment that nobody liked the style that he was fighting, and he never got any credit for him not to be able to sympathize with Deontay Wilder and basically come out public and say he didn't want no more. Then he came out and said, well, everybody has he tried to clean it up and said, well, everybody has a style that can kind of get them difficulties. And I just thought Deontay Wilder, it wasn't a heart thing. It was just a style thing. Like, bro, when you say something, just stand on your word. Don't waffle. These dudes become media members and start waffling and shit. But at the end of the day, we as black people, okay, for all my black people in here, we so quick to tear each other down. Hey, man, white people, Mexican people, Irish people, Asian people, Pacquiao fans, De La Hoya fans, Canelo fans, Fury fans, Joshua fans, they ain't got to tear Deontay Wilder down. They ain't got to tear down Gervonta Tank Davis. They ain't got to tear down Errol Spence. They don't have to tear down Keith Thurman, or they don't have to tear down Sean Porter. We so quick to tear down our fighters before anybody else do. Instead of saying good fight, champ, I want to see you in a rematch, but if you want to do something else, okay, I think you should rematch him. Instead of him saying some words of encouragement, first thing he said was some negativity type shit. And knowing what Andre Ward went through as a fighter, with Kovalev through the frotches, through the Super 6, through him being out all that time. You know what I'm saying? That's what people is mad about. Obviously, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I already know what it is. These dudes retire. These dudes get a mic in their hand, and they turn phony. That's why I don't really respect none of the OGs in the sport of boxing. That's around here in America. Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones, all ties with the Russian. None of these dudes go back to the U.S. amateur program and try to big it up and try to give some money and try to give some pointers and try to coach down there. These dudes, and I'm not talking about Andre Ward in particular here, but these dudes don't want no American fighter to surpass them. They don't want to pass the game down. All they got is negativity. Floyd Mayweather wants to suppress Gervonta Tank Davis' real ability. He don't want to see Gervonta Tank Davis succeed. I'm telling you that. Floyd don't want to see nobody better than him. So why would you even want to join somebody like that? And for Andre Ward to be setting an example for the young fighters, saying what we gonna do and how we gonna do it, he didn't set the example by tearing down a black man with his first tweet. He didn't set that example. That's what I'm tripping on. And for all the white people and Mexican people that's non-black listening, you can never understand that. You can never be objective and be in our shoes. We so quick to tear each other down. It's not like the 60s and 70s and most of the 80s where we had each other back. His first thing was to go in there and rip a black man. Floyd Mayweather bet on the fight. He has some type of disdain for Deontay Wilder because now he's moving up in the world. He's a heavyweight that got all these knockouts. Then you got Adrian Broner streaming the fight on Instagram. And Floyd Mayweather, you bet and you lost, so be it. You the one that's going around tricking off your money. But that's what it is. But when you was around here getting Gibbs versus Castillo and Gibbs versus Madonna, and some people first felt like you got to Gibbs versus De La Hoya and Cotto to a certain extent. When you was out here ducking Margarito, you was out here ducking Paul Williams. You would hear Deontay Wilder or a lot of black people say, oh, you duck Margarito, or you duck Paul Williams, or you duck Sergio Martinez, or you duck Erislandy Lara, or you duck Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? People weren't tearing you down like that. People weren't out here calling you a raccoon when you was around here going over to Russia, teaching the Russian amateur system how to box and giving them pointers. When you couldn't even go to the USA boxing system and get down no game. You wasn't even willing to pay Shakur Stevenson. That's why he didn't go to Mayweather Promotions. You weren't even willing to pay him. But you spent $18 million on the watch, though. All right? Y'all feel me? This the same dude that don't do shit. He might pay for a funeral here and there, but what type of game and how is he uplifting the sport now that he retired? By going over there and fighting a 9-minute exhibition, getting $88 million? By going to steal Manny Pacquiao away from Errol Spence later this year? By not letting the youngest come and thrive? By not promoting Gervonta Tank Davis, making it about him? Oh, getting mad because Gervonta Tank Davis want to be his own man and go feed him to Lomachenko. That's what snakes do. Let me tell you, this is what snakes do. See, look, if a particular party or a particular person is my enemy, no matter how mad I am at you, I'm not working with my enemy. If I'm beefing with somebody on YouTube, to put it in context or give you an analogy, you know, if I'm beefing with somebody on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? And then I start beefing with somebody else and we got a common beef. I'm not doing no work with you. I'm not going to see that's why that nigga don't like that. You know, I'm not doing that. That's what Floyd did. People don't understand the levels to a cornball snake Floyd is. He went to his enemy, Bob Arum, and tried to feed his star pupil to him. What type of message does that send to any other fighter that's with Mayweather or that's working with Mayweather? All it is about me. But like I said before, black people are so quick to tear each other down in the sport of boxing. He mad because he lost some money. That's on you. You know what I mean? People was mad they lost money when you got close decisions. You know what I mean? People mad at you because you didn't fight the best. Because you cherry picked, you retired, you waited 10 years, 8, 5, whatever years to fight Manny Pacquiao. You pulled that drug test out your ass because you was scared to fight Manny Pacquiao. You know how many people mad you bought an $18 million watch, family? In the city of Flint, in your own home state of Michigan, don't even have water. They got poison water when you can spend $18 million and be a legend in the city of in the state of Michigan, in the city of Flint, never have to spend a dime when you go to Flint again and fix the pipes. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he ain't no OG. He ain't no ambassador to boxing, bro. All he is a cancer to boxing. As people say, Bob Arum is a cancer to boxing. Floyd Mayweather is 1B to Bob Arum being a cancer to boxing, bro. He don't want none of you young fighters to grow. He don't want none of you young fighters to eat. Richard Hitchens, he don't want you to be great, bro. Anybody that can't let that shit go and want to just naturally see fighters progress and be better than them, and don't care if they be better than them, they can't be in the sport of the game as a coach, as a trainer, as a manager, because they don't have their best interests at hand. Him still being a fighter, his best interest is remain the best in the sport. But newsflash for you, Floyd, you ain't the best in the sport. You never was. You're not Sugar Ray Leonard. You're not Muhammad Ali. You're not Joe Louis. You're not Marciano. You ain't a heavyweight. You ain't better than Sugar Ray Leonard. You ain't better than Henry Armstrong, player. You will never be the best. So go ahead and let the youngest pass you up, or help the youngest to pass you up and be better than you. Because records are meant to be broken. Goodfella Sports TV. Don't forget it, your boy CJ Goodfella. We're on Facebook and Twitter. You can reach out to me in the email as well. We want to make a donation to the channel. That link's in the description as well. Facebook group there, instrumental link is in the description as well. If you're wondering where that came from, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Share the video and pass the ether so I can help a hater soul die slow when they hear this video.